Martin, it was another post-split 3 points with a really hard-fought win against Hibernian at Easter Road. How's your mood just now, and how confident are you in what lies ahead in the next couple of weeks?
Mood is pretty buoyant for a start. That's the most important thing. I think that, yeah, you're right, it was a hard-fought game. We actually played pretty well with 11v11. Thought we came off a little bit at 11v10, but anyway, we won the game. Innie actually comes off the bench to win it for us, but I just thought eventually we made it a wee bit more difficult for ourselves than perhaps we should have done. I conceded a poor goal just before half-time. Set you back a little bit because if there was an opportunity to go and get the second goal, then maybe just after half-time, that's what my thoughts were in my head anyway at the time. But it wasn't happening. And then we had a very, very good claim for a penalty when Nygren was pushed over and wasn't given. Don't know what the referee or the linesman saw or didn't see in that one. And of course, there was a contentious equaliser by Hibs because it looks pretty clear to me that the players handled the ball. Okay, got all of those things out of my system. Gone now, it doesn't really matter. Big game, really big game at the weekend, and we have to win.
That is Rangers, as you alluded to. They are up next. They might be a bit of a wounded animal after their defeat to Hearts. As you said, you are a veteran of this fixture, but each one always seems to have its own narrative, story and unique drama. This one on Sunday will be absolutely no different. What kind of challenge, Martin, are you expecting from Rangers come Sunday?
Oh, very strong challenge, obviously. You mentioned this about the wounded animal. I think that if I look back last week, they played exceptionally well first half against Hearts with complete control of the game, got the goal in front, and the turnaround was Hearts were obviously going to have a reaction. You can't be leading that league for that length of time and not have something, and they did, and I think that it seemed as if it spooked Rangers a little bit. So that was that game last week. They've lost the match. They're now 7 points behind Hearts. And from that viewpoint, certainly from a Hearts Rangers viewpoint, it looks a long way off then. You know, you're looking for a lot of favours from people. And as you say, there'll be some drama to unfold at some stage or another.
And just finally, Martin, you spoke about the power of the Celtic Park crowd. If you had one message to the supporters coming along on Sunday, what would it be? The message
is anything like the support that we received in recent weeks, where there's a definite togetherness. I think that I've often said this here in my return spell because I never really experienced this before in my time. I'm talking about my period 20 odd years ago at Celtic, where there was a unification with both clubs, with supporters and the players that was very, very strong. I suppose really there had been a spell before that there where we'd not been used to winning anything, and so maybe that togetherness galvanised both supporters and the team. And when it's all together, then there's this great feeling of unity. Now, obviously the results are the most important thing, but the power of the fans is fantastic. So I don't probably really need to give them a message. I think they know what to do.